Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I pray everybody is doing well. Um, YouTube, you're gonna see me looking down a lot because I'm also recording on Facebook. I was trying to go TikTok as well, but I couldn't find out what my password was, so I had to do that one another day. So, like I said, y'all come on in because I got some good information to share with you today. So y'all just come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. This this message was supposed to be given to y'all Monday. I got so busy rearranging some things in my house, so I really didn't have. I was too tired. I was too tired. I had I done some cleaning up around the house and all of that good old stuff. So, like I said, I was too tired. So, but I have a lot of energy today. How about that? So y'all come on in because, like I said, I am Felicia, the Anointed Trainer, and I'm going to give y'all a little some information talking about walking away, walking away and choosing you after a storm. So this is one of the things that I want y'all to focus on that right there. Once you decide to walk away from someone or something or anything like that, you need to have your strength and your courage to continue to move forward. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. Like I said, come on in because I'm not going to be on here long. So I want to give y'all this message, these tips, and pray that y'all continue to move forward with your life. Like I tell people all the time, you're going to hear me say continue to move forward a lot because I had to do that and I want y'all to do the exact same thing. I want everybody to focus on the things that God, again, the things that God need us to be focusing on. Don't focus on nobody else's agendas, goals, whatever. Focus on you. Focus on you, baby. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. Like I said, y'all gonna see me looking down because my notes are right here. Okie dokie. Like I said, hello, hello, hello. I pray that y'all are having a blessed day. My name is Felicia, the Anointed Trainer. And I thank all of y'all for coming in, taking the time out to spend this glorious time with me today. And then, like I said, whether you're in the middle of a painful breakup, recovering from a divorce, or simply trying to find your footing again, this message is for you. So I want y'all to understand this message is for you. If you have been through any of these things I just described, because I went through a divorce, went through the breakup, whichever way you want to look at it, because I had to go through all of that. So now I'm using my life, allowing God to use my life to help bring other people that have been through these trials of life and help them to find their footing again. Because I was married, again, I keep forgetting, I'm going to say 38 years. I was with this man for 38 years. But like I said, today we're not talking about him because, like I said, he's a good man. He just had some issues that I just finally woke up from because I can't blame him for things that I've kept allowing myself to get into because people will only do what you allow them to do to you. So that's what a lot of people need to understand is that we can't keep blaming people for the actions that they're doing toward us if we keep allowing them to do it to us. Okay. So, like I said, let's get started with this truth. Walking away isn't weakness. A lot of people will make you think that it's weakness, but to me, when you can afford to, when you walk away from a situation, when I tell you that is so powerful, powerful. When you finally wake up from the things that the enemy has been holding you down for so long, like I said, walking away, oh, it's a totally different thing. Like I said, walking away isn't weakness; it's wisdom, and it's the first bold step toward reclaiming your life. Because I had to do the exact same thing. When I tell you I walked away from this situation, claimed my life again, um, it was amazing to me. It was amazing to me, to me. And when we leave toxic relationships, we are choosing self-preservation, preservation. We're protecting our emotional well-being. And like I said, that's one of the things I had to do because even when I had the stroke, a lot of people don't know. In 2018, I had a stroke, and this is what this led. I ain't gonna say this was led to my divorce, but it was part of my divorce because um, I can't say whether he couldn't handle the recovery time with me, but in the process of all of that, I had to basically walk away from the marriage. I had to walk away from my home. That's why I tell people when you're dealing with somebody that has walked away, there's some things that in life you will not allow. I'm telling you, you will not allow people to do certain things to you anymore. You would even when it comes to these toxic relationships, toxic friends, toxic family members, toxic church members, toxic people on your job. It doesn't matter what person these toxic people are in your life. When you get the strength to walk away, baby, it's totally different. It's totally different. Totally different. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is leave. And that is what I've done. Like I said, a lot of my family members, they didn't like it because like I said, I walked away from my home. Um, Normally, any other times when we separated and stuff, I basically put him out. But this time, when I finally woke up, I basically had to walk away and I left everything, walked away from everything. But God turned around and gave it back to me. That's the main thing is that right there. Even though I walked away, but God turned around and gave everything back to me. He made my life better. He made my joy, my peace. I mean, that's the main thing is that right there. You claiming your peace back. True. Yeah, again, that's another thing. Walking away restores your self-respect. You are no longer settling because that's what I did. I settled with the situation in my life for so long that it became normal. And it's sad. I mean, it's sad to say it like that, but to be honest, that's what it was. I basically had settled. I was like I said, it became normal for me. So when he kept doing what he wanted to do, because I kept allowing him, telling him that it was okay. So I want people to understand. So we can't blame people for doing things if we are allowing these people to continue to do the things that they're doing to us because we are saying it's okay. And it's not okay. It's not okay. Uh, you are no longer settling. You are no longer silencing your needs. You are saying, I matter. My dignity matters. My peace matters. So, like I said, when y'all see me looking down, I'm also recording on Facebook and YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to look both cameras. So y'all, please bear with me. Next comes freedom, and let me tell you, it may not feel like freedom at first. It really it didn't. It really didn't, but it does. It might feel like emptiness because like I said, I was with mine for 38 years, so it did feel like emptiness when I had to walk away from so much, but I'm so grateful that I did because like fear, like uncertainty, that's pretty much what it was because I walked in fear. I was uncertain as to how I was going to be able to do the things that I do now. um but the grace of God, when I tell you he was there. But that's just the space where healing began. When you walk away, you would, like I said, your healing will begin. You will find who you are, who God created you to be, and everything. It's amazing. And eventually, that space become sacred. You can breathe again because that's what I did. You can think for yourself again, and you are finally free. When I say you are free from all of these toxic relationship, toxic friends, toxic decision makings that you're making for yourself, because like I said again, we cannot blame people for doing things to us. Like I said, if we keep allowing these people to do the things to us, because we have to wake up, and that's what I did. I woke up, and then you have your clarity is a gift that only distance can give. Once you step away from confusion, you begin to see the truth. You begin to see the truth. You begin to see who you are. You begin to see the things that God needs you to do, the things that He have created you to do. Uh, and then, like I said, you will really find out who you really are, who was really for you. Because once you decide to walk away, your relationship with your family, your friends, all of that's gonna change. I hate to say it like that, but it will change. Who drained you? Who stood by you when things got hard? And who disappeared, because you're going to see all of this when you go through this situation in your life. You're going to find out who was there for you, who was not there for you, who disappeared on you. I mean, who talked about you and all of that stuff. But still yet, but you would see who you are. You would love you more than anything, because you finally, like I say, you woke up. And that's what I did. I woke up, and walking away lets you lets you see clearly who you are. It will. Now, I like I said, I want to take a moment and share my heart with you. Like I said, I'm Felicia. Well, Felicia Phillips, aka Felicia, the Anointed Trainer. I haven't always been this strong. I tell you, I wasn't. I remember a friend of mine. She said that. She said, how did she say it? She's younger than me. I don't know how. I think she's maybe 15 years younger than me. And we went to beauty school together. And she told me one day, she said, you are a strong, she said, you are a powerful woman of God. She said, but when it comes to that man, she said, you are weak as you can be. And she was, I mean, when she first said it, it kind of stung, and I never let her forget it. But it kind of stung, because it was an eye opener. Because even though I was strong, believing God for everything, walking in faith and for everything and like that, because God will always open doors for me. But she was true. It was the truth when she said what she said, because when it came to him, I was very weak when it came to him, because I was trying everything in my power to make sure the marriage worked, make sure the relationship worked. But when I finally woke up, that's when the that's when I became strong in that area as well. So I was no longer weak in the knees for him, as they say. I was no longer afraid of walking, living my life the way God needed me to do anything. I was focusing on the things that God needed me to do. And that's what I want y'all to do, the exact same thing. Now, again, I'm not telling nobody to walk away. Let's get that understanding because I'm not, my goal now is to help people that have been through a divorce, that have been through breakups and stuff like that. I want y'all to get strong. I want you to find out who you are. But it's telling you to walk away from your relationships. That is not my agenda. That is not my place. That is something, once you get strong enough, that's going to be a decision that you make for yourself. It will not be my decision. You would have to make that decision for yourself. So I want to clear that right now, because I'm not here to tell you to walk away. That's not my area. And not only that, that's not my decision to tell you to stay either. You, like I said, you will have to make those decisions for yourself. And like you, I've experienced deep heartbreak. I walked away from a painful divorce. I questioned my worth as a woman, mother, grandmother, even as a friend. This was one of the things that you will go through, all of these trials, these emotional things in your mind, because the enemy wants you, the enemy wants you to stay where you are. He basically do not want you to believe that you can do the things that you need to do in your life. Because one of the things that he was attacking me in was that mental mindset, was it wanted me to believe that I couldn't make it by myself. I couldn't do things by myself. But God stepped in. When I say God stepped in, baby, God stepped in. He had to show me again. He had to show me who he created me to be. Um, he was basically telling me how to become the woman that he created. And this is one of the things, the major steps that you will have to take is that right there to become, in order to become the woman that God needs you to be, you're going to be bold. Baby, you're gonna have to be bold. I've even survived a stroke that changed everything. Everything. I was shaken. I was unsure of who I was. My confidence was gone, but God wasn't finished with me yet. And that's why I am grateful to know that He was not finished with me, and He is still not finished with me. So, because I have so much work that He needs to be doing in my life, that He needs me to bring, help females that have been through a divorce, been through a heartbreak, or anything like this. He is needing my story to be told to help people, to prove to people that they too can come through this. Because if he done it for me, he will do it for you. He said he is no respecter of person. And by him saying that he is no respecter of person, like I said, if he done it for me, he would do the same thing for you. He would do it for you. Through mindset work, yeah, through my mindset work, inner healing, and a whole lot of prayer and fasting, I rebuilt my life. I didn't rebuild my life. I say God rebuilt my life. Because if it wasn't for God showing me what I needed to do with the steps that He had given me to help show me what it is that He needed to do in my life, that's why I can boldly come on Facebook, boldly go on YouTube, boldly go on Instagram, TikTok, all of these platforms now and tell my story, because I want to be able to help people, just let them realize that because I went through a divorce, the enemy had me thinking that my life was over. But God was wanting to show you, or show me, that my life was not over. God still has work for me to do. He has work for me to do. And like I said, now back to where it was. But God, no, I'm sorry, not back to where it was, but He turned my life into something better, something more beautiful, something purposeful to show me. Like I said, you have the reason for getting up. A lot of people, when they go through divorces, they basically give up on life. But see, God didn't allow me to do that, because He needed me to get up and do what He needed me to do. And that's what I want to show y'all, to basically get up. Don't waddle in your trials of life. I want you to focus on what God is needing you to do. And like I said, continue to move forward. Like I tell people, this is one of the things you're going to always hear me tell people: get up and to continue to move forward in the things that God is needing you to do. Because I guarantee you, baby, just because you went through a divorce does not mean your life is over. It's not over. It's not over. The enemy may want you to believe that your life is over. Your life is not over. God has more in store for you, and He wants to show you what it is. And I want to help Him show you what it is. Now I live to help women like you rise. See, that's He helped me to live. Like I said, with the stroke. The stroke tried to take me out. Not only when I had the stroke, I lost my voice. I couldn't even talk. But God turned around and gave me my voice back. That right there, when He gave me my voice back, that was telling me, to me, that my voice is powerful. But the enemy was doing everything in his power to shut me down. But God would not allow me to shut down. He would not allow me to shut up. Because I know a lot of people probably wish I would shut up, but I'm not going to shut up. So only thing I can tell you is, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, then I can recommend you to just get on off my page, or do like everybody else, keep hearing everything. Just keep following. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Keep following, because even though it's not for you, maybe you know somebody else that are in this situation, but needing somebody to encourage them. Then that's me. It's me, because I've had people in my life that encourage me to force. Not gonna say force me, because I can't force nobody. I would not even force no one here. to move forward in life. You would have to make your mind up yourself that you're ready to move forward. Now, I would continue to encourage you, but it's basically trying to force you to move forward, forcing you to live again. That's not my place. That's going to be your decision again, your decision to move forward in life. Now, I want, like I said, I will encourage you, but I will never force no one, no one, no one. That's why I'm divorced because I couldn't even force him to continue to hold on to the marriage. Um, Once someone wants to walk away from you, or once you decide to walk away from somebody else, then you need to continue to move forward in your life. Continue to progress forward. Look, ask God to show you what it is that He needs you to be doing, because this is what you're gonna have to do, baby. You cannot stop. You cannot stop living. You cannot stop living. I know the enemy wants us to stop living, but your life means more for you than you realize. Especially if you have children and if you have family members, means your life is important to them as well, and mostly it's important to God because He needs you to do what He's put you on this earth to do. Period. Now, like I said, I live to help women like you to rise. I want you to rise, to help you rediscover who you are in God's eyes. Walking away brings closure. It did for me. Not always with apologies, with the without, not with explanation. You don't have to, because I had someone tell me that she needed closure, as in she wanted him to apologize for the things that he done. I said, baby, it doesn't matter whether he apologized to you or not. You still need to move forward in your life. You need to forgive him, yourself, for all the things that you have allowed him to do, the things that you have, like I said, allowed him to do, the things that you allowed things into your life. You need to continue to move forward. Period. Period. Because I hate you. Don't stop living your life waiting on somebody to apologize to you. Even if no, if they does, if even if they does not, if they do not apologize to you, you still need to focus on you. Sometimes closure is your own decision to stop trying to fix what you broke. To say that that chapter is done. I'm not going back. There was one, like I said, that was one of the decision that I had to make. Not only did I have to make that decision, I was grateful that part of that is by me not being able to go back was he was not wanting me anymore. So that was a plus in my decision making as well. Because I believe if he would have, at the end, once I made that decision, when I finally woke up, when I made that decision to keep moving in my life, now if he would have probably turned around and said, Felicia, I want you back, or something like that, I probably would have done the same thing, the same cycle that I've been doing all this time, was to, again, to accept the apology and try this again and again. But I believe God made it to the point where he was tired of me allowing this cycle to keep going on in my life. He made it to the point where there was no return. I'm telling you, there was no return. And when I say no return, because some of the things that were said, some of the things that was done, I would have to been a plumb fool this time to go back. So I could not go back. So you're not abandoning anyone. A lot of, because I honestly thought that's what I was doing, was abandoning him, even though he abandoned me in the process. Even though he was here, we was living together, but the atmosphere, like I said, the atmosphere was totally different. It was the home. It was not a home anymore. It was not home. It was not a home. We was basically roommates. That's pretty much what we had become. Nothing but roommates. But God, like I said, God turned all of that around. When I say he gave me my joy, my peace. When I tell you I'm so happy, Ooh, I'm just as happy as I can be. Okay, then you're finally choosing yourself. And that was the main thing I had to do. I finally decided to choose me. No longer allowing people to treat me like I was a dog. No longer allowing people to talk to me like I was a dog. No longer allowing people to just treat me as if I meant nothing to them. And that is what I want y'all to open your eyes up. If people are doing you this way, again, I'm not telling no one to walk away because that is your decision that you must make for yourself, not me. And then here's the good news. When you walk away from what's toxic, you make room for what's divine. The plan that God has for you. I mean, if you're wanting to get remarried, God will bring that man to you or female. I mainly hear from females, but if men are here listening, this is for you as well. It's for you as well. God has more for you, more joy, more purpose, more love. You are not walking away from love. You are walking toward it. And that is what I am grateful for, is that right there. I believe I have allowed God to heal me from the inside out so he can bring me the true love that he has for me. The one that I've had before, I ain't gonna say he never loved me, because he said he loved me, even though, I mean, his kind of love, I tell you, put it like this, I don't want it anymore. I do not want what he says he loved. I do not want that kind of love anymore. I want the love that God has for me. And God has that for you. He has the same kind of, not the same, yeah, the same kind of love for you as well. I'm not saying that we're gonna be sharing this partner, but we ain't doing that one. We're not doing that. I put up with that long enough. We're not doing that anymore. But that's one of the things that I had to wake up from. What's that right there? I had to make that decision to walk away from that. But again, I had to finally wake up. Once I woke up, then I knew who I finally realized who I was. I said, no, I don't want this anymore. And that's what I want people to understand. You don't have to live like that. If you're staying in these toxic situations, it's because you have made your mind up. You're settling and you believing. I'm not saying that God can't turn things around. He can, he can. But again, what if he's telling you to walk away? But again, that would have to be your decision, not mine. Your decision and God's decision. Because sometimes can be telling us to do something, but we can be so stubborn in our ways, stubborn in doing the things that we want to do, because we thinking that we are God, we can fix these people. And again, I stated before, when God told me that I am not the fixer, when you're trying to fix people, then God get out of the way and allow you to go through all the heartaches that you have decided that you want to do, because you thinking, believing that you can change these people. If God can't change these people, what makes you think you can change these people? If their mama and their daddy couldn't change them, what makes you think you can change them? You can't. But see, that's one of the things that he was telling me, that I'm not the fixer. A lot of people thinking they are fixers. And once I understood that I'm not the fixer, when I tell you stress left my life, no, that's no more me. That's no longer me. Because you are not walking away from love. You are walking toward it, toward peace, toward growth, toward a life you were meant to live. And that's what I'm doing right there. I'm walking toward peace, growth, a life I am meant to live. The love that God has for me. You have to walk away from the love that's not for you, and to walk in order to walk into the love for the life that God has for you. Yes, you have to walk away. If this message has stirred something in your heart, if you're ready to invest in you, then I want to personally invite you into a sacred space. It's called the Hadassah Women of Value Inner Circle, my online support group where women like us heal, grow, and walk boldly in our purpose. We walk boldly in our purpose, the things that God is needing us to do for Him. I need you to visit iamfituniversity.org and click on Inner Circle. I will continue, I will add it into the comment because you don't have to do this alone. God gave me this community to help women because it's a private community to help us to walk, like I said, to walk boldly into our purpose. And let's walk this journey together. I want us to walk it together. I will share a lot of my testimony. I share some of it on these platforms, but I need to go deeper with you. I want to go deeper with you because you are not lost. You are not what you lost. You are not you. If you are what you choose to become. That's what I want you to understand. You are what you choose to become. If you want to continue to stay in that toxic relationship, then that is a decision that you have made. You have decided to become settled into that toxic relationship. But if you want to continue to move forward in the things that God has for you, baby, then you can do that. But I'm about to get off here because my battery is going dead on me. Ain't that something? Okay. So, like I said, you are not broken. You are becoming the best because the best is still ahead of you. So, until next time, baby, I want y'all to continue to move forward, like I said, in the things of God and to be bold. I'm trying to figure out how to get off here. Can you continue to be bold and be blessed in Jesus' name? And don't forget to move that body. I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. There we go. Right there. Yes.